Welcome to the Forum, everyone, for another classic matchup. This game is brought to you by Thompson's Moving and Storage. A big game here, a frigid, frosty rivalry, and a classic one at that, ready to get going here in a classic building here at the Halifax Forum. Welcome, everybody, inside the Halifax Forum, ready to get another edition of Steel Subaru versus the Halifax Max underway. And these two teams both off to a hot start. The Steel Subaru's offense can't be stopped. 4+ goals in their last 4 games, and 2 of which scoring at least 10. And meanwhile, the opposite story for the Max, 4-0, but a great job at preventing those goals. And just another opportunity here for these teams to make their mark on the Battle of the Harbor. We are ready to get underway here from the Halifax Forum. You're listening to High Button Sports. I'm Sean Crocker here, and we are ready to get underway, and we are off and running between these two teams. Not a lot of love lost, but we're ready to get underway here as that one's sent right back around. Plenty of energy in the building here tonight as that one's going to be picked up. Both these teams battling for first place as Guinness fires that one right on. Will Cole makes the first stop of the night. That one's picked up now. Works it back the other way. Skates it up, walks in, and takes it away. Comes right back. River Welsh had a goal in their last contest against the Cape Breton West Islanders, and Chandler Bell getting his feet wet early on and a little bit of a skirmish after the whistle. Starting in goal tonight for the Max, Chandler Bell, a 2-0-0 record, 1.0 goals against average, and a .958 save percentage. And meanwhile, at the other end, Will Cole coming over from the Cole Harbour Hunters from last year. Cole has a 1-1 record, looking to get back on the right track with an .889 save percentage to his name. So looking to right the ship a little bit, getting an opportunity here in a tough matchup against the reigning league champions. That one comes away, picked up. Calvin Carver swings that one around, in behind the net. Passed up for Shearer. Will Shearer passes that one up for Evan Liver. Takes it away, Creelman fires that one up ahead, and Bell will capture that one, reel it in, and make the stop. Here just a minute into this one. So no love lost between these teams. Halifax won the season series last year. Looking to make it 2 in a row here against the Subs. Picked up, Gavin Suds. Back for Creelman. They'll take that one away. Liver passing that one ahead. Works it back. Gavin Suds activating from the point. Suds will fire that one around. Quentin Land, another one of those graduates from the Bedford Bandits program, joining the Steel Subaru in his rookie season here. And that one's fired all the way down, and they'll give that one chase. Will Shearer plays that one across for Creelman. Off the back wall, Suds in a foot race for it. Max Bryan with a hulking 6'3" frame bearing down on him. Bryan comes away with it. Trying to center that one, and that one's going to come all the way back. Foot race for it now, and collected. Works that one right back, flipped up. Max Bryan passes that one ahead. Here's Munden. He springs him here, but he doesn't have the time and space to make a play. And Sam Fleming taking a fall there. No call on the play. Little bit of early play on action here early with a hit there in the offensive zone for the Steel Subaru. Now a battle there as Bootlier gets knocked down. Sam Fleming comes away with it. Fleming off to a decent start this season. 2 goals and 3 assists to his name. Didn't have the same offensive pop that last year that he did in U18 with the Gulls, but he's off on the right track here as he spins and fires that one off the side. Takes it out in front, and Will Cole sees that one through and will make the stop and cover that one up. So a quick start for these teams here as Will Cole getting into the groove, facing a couple shots here in the early going, getting in the groove. And a face-off out to his right. Passing that one up here for Brendan Smith. Smith looking to center that one in front. A rebound is loose, and Bell makes the stop. Steering that one aside, passing that one up. Plays it right back. Looking to move it ahead. Here's Treewin. Up for Nash Haverstock, and Haverstock having a good start to his rookie season in a Max uniform. Scored in his first contest. Little battle here. That one's picked up. Nate McKay in his first home game as a Mac. Didn't play in the first couple of games against the Sydney Mitsubishi Rush. As McKay works it up. Here's Nate McKay. He plays it across. No one there for it. Passing that one ahead. Works it back. Plays it cross ice. Picked up. Passed ahead now. Liam Duffy, the leading scorer in the high button Nova Scotia U18 Major Hockey League here. 12 assists on the season. Still looking for his first goal as a Subaru shooting, and that one just misses high. As Sam Ryan had an opportunity there. Sullivan battling here with Ryan. Come away with it. Love it. Gives that one off here for Ryan. Here's Gavin Suds. We'll circle back and collect, looking to fire that one up ice. Suds battling here with Brian. Brian gets position. Gets it back for his teammate there to support. Love it. Bounces that one off the glass, and that one's out. Picked up. Sent right back in. Collected here by Jack Skinnish, reigning Defensive Rookie of the Year. Off to a hot start. 7 points thus far. Second on the Max in team scoring as he springs River Welsh. Here comes Welsh. Cuts to the outside. Here's Carter Sullivan. Down below the goal here for Welsh. River Welsh looks to center that one for Evan Liver. Firing that one wide. Little backhand shot right on, steered aside by Cole. Fires that one as Breen will fire that in. Cole back behind his net to play it. Sends that one up here for Creelman. Looking to skate that one in. Instead, he's going to fire it up, and Evan Liver's going to battle. Picked up, Chase Munden. Big hit there in open ice, back the other way. Here comes Will Shearer. It's a 2-on-1. Shearer speed, walks in, shoots, and Cole makes the stop. And a big one at that. To keep this game tied at 0. We are underway here. Another Battle of the Harbor. Two teams, no love lost. Two of the few teams in the HRM in a three-way tie with the Weeks Majors, who are 4-0. Halifax has the tiebreaker on those two teams because of goal differential, but the Steel Subaru dropped game number 1 to the Majors. So it's effectively a battle for first place as that one's played across. Picked up now, dashing through. Here's Ben Henry. Takes it away. Will Shearer sends that one in. Breen. Little battle here. Walks in, shoots, and Liver misses just high. Spinning and tried to get another shot off there. That one comes right back. Chase Munden fires it around. Bell in behind the net. A dangerous play there as Shearer recollects, reconvenes. As that one gets fired right back in. Picked up here, Dylan Poplinski, the captain, fires that one up off the glass down the ice. Icing waved off. That'll be collected here by Kean Osmond. Takes it away. Skating up with it now. Sam Fleming boxed out here by Duffy. Picked up by MJ Bottomley, another first-year Mac. Fires that one down. Played some games with the Steel Subaru last year, predominantly with the Basin Armada. Uzochukwu firing that one to the near side here. Fleming in a battle. Down low. We're going to pick it up. Guinness plays that one across. Walks in, takes a shot, sending that one wide. Jax Guinness spins and shoots, losing the handle on his stick. But that one comes back the other way. Ethan Burgess out in front, shoots, and Bell with a great save in tight. Takes a shot there, rebound, shoots Tremblay on the doorstep. Can't pick it up, and that one gets cleared to safety by the Max. A close call, and cheers from the crowd as that one's fired in. Land fires that one all the way down. There's Treewin. Fires that one to the middle, works it up. Back in behind the net, tried to find Haverstock. McPhee takes it away. Alistair McPhee drops it back, shoots, he scores! Travis Tremblay breaks the ice here at the Forum. And it's 1-0 Steel Subaru. On the heels of a couple of great saves from Chandler Bell, the dam finally breaks and Travis Tremblay has them on the board. And the Steel Subaru have not trailed since that first game against the Weeks Majors, and they find themselves with a lead here over the Max. Playing that one ahead. Working that one back in, walks in, tries to get a shot off there, it's taken away, and that one gets flipped up and down. Oliver Scotland chasing that one in. That one's going to go down the distance all the way down, and that one will be icing as Jack Skinnish gets back to touch that one up. And that one will go all the way back here for an icing, so a defensive zone draw for the Subaru, fresh off taking that lead. And that's Travis Tremblay, second of the season. Point number 9, a goal, 7 assists coming into this one, but he comes up huge and breaks the ice. That all-important first goal. Guinness flutters one on, and Cole will track that one through and cover it up. But some of the big keys to the game here, it's the Dartmouth scoring bonanza that has been part of their success. Dartmouth has scored 4+ in their last 4 games. In that season opener, they only scored the one against the Weeks Majors. And ever since, it's been a scoring bonanza, scoring 10+ on 2 different occasions. And that's going to be the key here. They're off to a good start as Brendan Smith fires that one in. Bell will drop it off for his trusted defenseman, Creelman. Carter Odell gives that one off. Here's Liver coming up with speed, looking for a response. Evan Liver centering pass out in front. Comes out for Creelman, shoots. That one's blocked on the way through. Picks it up. Here's Odell, shoots, just misses high. First team All-Star in U15. Looking to make his mark on his first Battle of the Harbor. Battle for it down low. Picked up, swung back around. Passes that one up here for Chase Munden. Finds him on the tape there, but closing the gap pretty quick was Breen. Munden shoots, rebound in front, given up by Bell, and that one comes free, will be collected by the Max. Throws that one up for Bottomley and ends up way out of play on the redirection. And that'll be a face-off deep here in the Halifax zone. So a quick start for both these squads, and Steel Subaru delivering the first blow of this one. And something that's been so key for them has been that youth movement. 13 players coming from that U15 system between Bedford, Dartmouth, all sorts of places. That's been a key part to their success. As Fleming turns it over. Here's Munden. Drops it back, works it on in. Takes a shot there, sends it wide. Here's Sam Fleming. Works that one in over the line. Fleming shoots, and that one's going to be reeled in, stopped up, and we'll head off for our 60-second break.
My McDonald's Rewards gets you breakfast before work, free fries at lunch, for the friend who said they didn't want any, and whatever a meal is at this hour. Join My McDonald's Rewards to get free McDs.
Remove dirt, grease, and debris with a high-pressure, environmentally friendly wash from The Big Wash. With over 20 years' experience, The Big Wash can tackle any job, from heavy industrial equipment and truck fleets to residential buildings and parking lots. Plus, they do boats, patios, and graffiti removal. Locally owned and operated, fully insured, and working year-round 24/7. The Big Wash, 70 Crane Lake Drive, Bears Lake. Online at thebigwash.ca.
So a face-off deep here in the Steel Subaru zone to start out, and the Max, this is one of those moments where they have to take advantage. Something they do so well is winning those offensive zone face-offs and applying that downward pressure from the points and along the perimeter to generate those high-danger chances that they capitalize on so well. Here's Guinness working that one ahead. That one's collected. Looking to work it in is Nate McKay, leading scorer on the Halifax Wolverines last year. Looking to make his mark on the Halifax Max in his rookie season. And some of the keys here for Halifax, it's obviously the battle between the pipes, something that has been the key for them for the last few years. With the graduation of Sam Magid from the system, Chandler Bell, the starting netminder tonight, but of course Cale Campbell coming over from the Cole Harbour Hunters. Formidable duel between the pipes, and that's ultimately going to be the key for them if they want to be victorious. They're going to have to stop this rampant Dartmouth offense that has caused so many troubles for teams' defenses, netminders, everything there as that one goes down for icing. And of course, finding that insurance, the Steel Subaru haven't trailed since that first game of the season, that season opener against the Weeks Majors. So applying pressure, getting more than just that one goal lead, not sitting on that single digit, and trying to build on a lead once you can find it. That's ultimately going to be the key here for the Maxes. Lovett will take that one back. Sending that one around. That's going to be picked up, trying to send that one up the boards. Plays it across, Tremblay. Battle for it along the wall. Collected. That one comes free. Oliver Scotland has it back. Plays that one ahead here for Ryan. Here's Sam Ryan. Met with some resistance and some sandpaper there, and that one gets fired right back around. It's picked up. Here's Will Shearer. Tries to flip that one in. That one's going to be taken away. Playing that one across. Smith finds his man, dashing through, drops it back. Dylan Poplinski works it in out in front there. Creelman cleans that one up. Here's Duffy. Battling here with Odell, but Duffy tries to flip that one ahead. Works that one back in over the line, takes a shot, blocker stop by Bell as he tracks that one through, and lucky for him having that blocker on the left side. As that's a collision, and now the physicality ramping up a bit. Firing that one off the boards. Finds the outlet, so they get that one back in deep. Works it back in. Flipping that one ahead here for Odell, but that one misses the mark and lands on the tape here of Duffy. Duffy flips that one up, and that one's going to go down the distance, and that'll be an icing charge here to the Steel Subaru with 7:37 to go. So they're not going to be able to get that line off. And the Max with another offensive zone look. And part of the trouble here for the Subaru is the Max just have that kind of depth that can wear you down. They can grind you down. And that's what they're going to look to do here, is that one's going to be picked up. Tristan Turner, former member of the Max. That one's going to be collected here by Calvin Carver, and reaching for that one. They got the high stick there, but touched up by the Steel Subaru as that one's going to be fired back in. Mundim battled here with Blake Boutlier. Picked up Uzochukwu. The former Steel Subaru will drop that one off, and it gets shot right back in. Here's Quinton Land. Met with some resistance. Takes a shot there. That one misses up high. Into the netting, out of play. With 7:01 remaining here in period number 1. So it's been a fast start, and the start that we expected here. And a bit of a rivalry weekend for the Max. They'll play the Cape Breton West Islanders tomorrow, a team that they played twice last weekend. And when you're the Max, you're defending that U18 crown. Everyone's coming for that title, and now the Steel Subaru look to have loaded up with some incredible talent up and down the lineup. Especially going tit for tat here in the early going here in the first 13 minutes. Picks it up, takes a shot there, and Cole reels that one in. And that one will be stopped. One's picked up and steered aside. Cooper Strong. Getting bumped around there by Odell. That one's going to be picked up. Owen Sparks will fire that one around. Chandler Bell drops that one off. Guinness gives that one back for Haverstock. Nash Haverstock dropping that one back. Guinness dashing through the neutral zone. He'll run that one up. Now a penalty on the way, and we'll see who's going to get the gate here. And it looks like it will be Oliver Scotland heading off to the box. So it's going to be a Fatso power play here for the Max. And their first on the day. And it's going to be a big one. Of course, Halifax fourth in power play. And the Steel Subaru sitting in the same spot on the penalty kill. So the Max haven't quite had that potency that they had last year on the top power play, but they're looking to build on that here on this Fatso power play as that one gets taken away. Here's Max Bryan dashing up. Drops that one back. Picked up Creelman. And spectators here wanted another call, as that one's picked up by Lovett. Picked up now, Creelman. Plays it across, winds up, tees it up, and that one gets the net knocked off there by Cole, and now a skirmish after the whistle. As these two teams welcoming each other into the season, they're taking at least one. Looks like they're taking Bryan. We'll see who else. As Will Shearer having a chat with the referee. As of right now, it's just Bryan in the box. And it looks like Suds will head off, so they're going to even them up. 5:54 to go in the period. Power play continues. 1:27 to go there. That'll even it up, so still 5-on-4. One's picked up, trying to airmail that one down. That one gets sent down the distance. Picked up by Guinish. Guinish plays it off for Treewin. Treewin flips that one in, picked up. Liver dashing towards it, and that one pops up and goes off the back wall. Back up top for Guinish, diving, trying to save that one. But Treewin back for Guinish. Guinish will get to center, fire that one in. Max forecheck going to work. Odell all over that one, but that one gets flipped up and out of play. So the faceoff will come out to the left here of Will Cole. And of course, Cole coming over from the Marchand Milco Hunters from last season. He had a 4-3 record, 3.19 goals against, and a .920 save percentage. He joined the Hunters at the Ice Jam. So he takes a shot there. Over on semifinal Saturday. He takes a shot, kicked aside by Cole. He was spectacular and brought the Hunters to the playoffs, which led to a first-round exit. But that one's passed across, and no one there for it. Hits a stick and goes out to the far side. Plays it across here for Boutlier. Boutlier giving that one back. Here's Joseph Breen, plays it ahead for Fleming. Here's Sam Fleming into the middle of Uzochukwu. Cross-ice pass there, no one there for it. Breen battling down low, going to work his way back to his point. Trying to center that one. Uzochukwu right in the midst of it. And no one there for it. And the face-off will once again come out to the left of Will Cole. So it's been Max ever since that go-ahead goal here for the Subaru. Back up top, takes a shot. Here's the side, picked up. That one's going to be swung around. Liam Duffy gets that one out, back the other way. Here's Smith. It's a 2-on-1. He sprung. Smith shoots, and a glove save there by Chandler Bell. Couldn't hang on to it. Here's Smith. Gives that one off, takes a shot, and Bell reeling that one in. With 4 even to go here in period number 1 from the Halifax Forum, Saturday night, High Button Sports. We've got all the action for you, top to bottom. Final game on the slate today, and of course, another full day tomorrow. Every team in action, as always. It's Duffy. Swings that one down low. Matthew McDonald was spectacular for the Dartmouth Whalers of the U18 League last year. Looking to make some magic. Nate McKay busting up the wing. The former Wolverine looking to center that one. That one comes back for Haverstock. Out in front, no one there for it. That one's back the other way. Carver gives that one off here for Chase Munden. Munden sends that one way wide. Poplinski can't get to it in time. A foot race for it as he battles with Liver. And now a penalty on the way, as the coincidentals will expire, and we'll see what the call is going to be. And it's going to be the Max heading off to the box. So a Thompson's moving in storage, a great move since 1934. Penalty kill coming up here, and it's going to be a big one for the Max. Trying to keep that deficit at just 1. Throws that one. Here's Tremblay, shoots. That one's blocked. Tremblay, who has the go-ahead goal, looking for more. McPhee gives it back for Tremblay. Works it down to the goal line. Back for Tremblay. Works it down. Drops it back. Tremblay up for Turner. McPhee gives that one off. Back for Tremblay. McPhee. Shot from the point. Shoots. Bell makes the save with the pad. It might have hit a shin on the way through. Up for McPhee. Plays it across. Tries to work it in. Here's Lovett off the boards. One comes right back. Munden holds it in. Here's Tremblay. Travis Tremblay shoots. He scores! A power play goal And the Steel Subaru lead 2-0. Travis Tremblay runs it back. That's his second of the night. And that Steel Subaru power play keeps on clicking at a ridiculous 45.5%. They've been white hot since their season opener. And that trend continues here. Liver plays that up for Odell. Odell across. Shearer tries to take a shot there. That one's passed up. Here's Burgess firing that one in. Picks that one up. Odell. Up off the boards. Comes away with it. Liver firing that one back in. Picks it up. Shot right on. Cole steers it aside. Fires that one off the board. Sudds can't hold it in, and that one's going to come all the way back. That one's passed ahead. Here's Henry. Works it back. And a penalty on the way. That's going to be a spear. And Will Shearer heads off. So it's going to be another Thompson's moving and storage penalty kill on the way here for the Max. 90 seconds to go here in the period. It's going to be a 4-minute penalty. And a chance here for the Subaru to really gain some separation. The Max have yet to allow more than 2 goals so far in the regular season. And the Steel Subaru threatening to break the trend here. Battling for it now, and there's going to be a cross-check call. And it looks like they're taking Dylan Poplinski on that, so that'll even it up and alleviate some of that pressure on the Max. 3:39 to go on that penalty to Will Shearer. And a 2-minute penalty for cross-checking to Dylan Poplinski. With 1:09 to go here in the second, so that'll spill over into the second period, but the first 15 minutes with barely anything in the way of rough stuff or penalties. We've really ramped up here in the last few minutes. Here's Fleming, takes a shot there up high on Cole, and he reels that one in as Fleming gets dumped in open ice. And a stick shatters. Fleming just caught a little off guard, and he's got a little bit of words there for Liam Duffy, who snapped his stick on that one. 59 seconds to go here in the first. Love it. Back for Sudds. Plays it across for Creelman. Here's Riley Creelman. Works it down low. Back up for Sudds. Sudds shoots up high on Cole, and a big rebound comes out there for Sullivan. Some 4-on-4 action, and this is where the Max have reaped a lot of their rewards. Sullivan gets it right back for Lovett. Lovett shoots. Blocker stopped by Cole. And it gets punched aside. Picked up back the other way. Up to center. Sam Ryan will play that one in deep. Less than 30 seconds to go. Ryan holding on to it. Firing that one around. Here's Scotland. Oliver Scotland shoots. That one's blocked on the way through. Chipped ahead here by Sullivan. Working that one back. Ben Henry passing that one up, and that will do it as time will expire. So end of period number 1, 2-0 is the score in favor of the Dartmouth Steel Subaru. A couple of goals from Travis Tremblay sets the tone in another Battle of the Harbor here from the Halifax Forum. You're listening to High Button Sports. We'll be right back for period number 2. Welcome back. Period number 2, ready to get underway here. A classic matchup in a classic building here at the Halifax Forum. You're listening to High Button Sports. Halifax Forum action, the Max trailing 2-0. I'm Sean Crocker with the call here tonight, and it was all Subs in the first little bit of the game coming out, shot out of a cannon, and they find themselves up 2-0. Courtesy of Travis Tremblay. But we start the period 4-on-4. We're ready to get underway here. A couple of penalties, a 4-minute double minor to Will Shear for spearing, and then a cross-checking call to Dylan Poplinski. Evened it up. So we are underway here as that one is collected. Here's Scotland. Passes that one up and sends that one down the distance. Icing waved off here as Carver will pick it up. So the Max finding themselves trailing for the first time this season. And we'll see how they respond to that here. An important first few minutes of the period as Odell gets that one in deep. Battling for it here in the corner. That one's going to be collected. Back the other way. Here comes Scotland. Works that one up over the line. Takes it in, and that one's going to be fired right back around. Back up top. Played across. On the stick here of Sam Ryan. Plays it there and picked up. Back up top now for Alistair McPhee. McPhee swings that one around. Back to 5-on-4. So another Thompson's moving in storage penalty kill. Up here as that one gets gloved down here by Land. Quentin Land works it in over the line. Land takes a shot. Rebound, he gets it. Recollects and reconvenes. Plays back up. McPhee takes a shot there. That one's blocked. Battling for it now. Sullivan comes away with it. That one's back the other way. Sullivan applying the forecheck. He comes away with it. He's got reinforcements on the way. Sullivan spins and shoots, and that one's up over the net. Suds takes a shot there. That one's going to be steered aside by Cole. He'll play that one right back. Cole perfect in that first period. Had some pressure towards the end from the Max on a few different occasions, but he stood tall, made the saves where he needed to as that one's played across. Looking to center that one comes away as Max Bryan looked back to the point. That one's collected. Back here for Scotland. Plays it right back. Walks in, takes a shot. That one's blocked. Ben Henry gets that one back up, and that one, as he gets bullied off that one, Liver, he's got Creelman. It's a 2-on-1. Liver off the crossbar. Looking for Twine, but comes up with iron. A glorious opportunity there. Liver had his spot. Now one's going to be collected now. Here's Scotland. Moves that one ahead here for Henry. Back up for Calvin Carver. Works it in. Chase Munden can't handle the pass. So Will Shearer fresh out of the box there. So a successful kill for the Max as Shearer moves that one down. Okay, touching that up, and play gets just out over the line, so that'll be an offside as we start period number 2. And face off here just outside the line. Here's Poplinski, plays it across, sending that one up for Turner. Boutlier plays that one ahead. McKay takes a hard hit to the boards. He gets right back up. Breen has it in behind the net. Chops that one away, and Breen fires that one up off the glass. They take it away, works it back up top. Drops it here for Sparks. Battling for it now, Ethan Burgess comes away, and that one's going to come right back up. Little backhand in, glove down by Boutlier. Bootlier passes that one ahead. Here's Haverstock. He's free. Shifty there and almost finds his man McKay on the back door. Haverstock taking a little chop there at Kean Osmond. And Bootlier met with some sandpaper there. Knocked down behind his net. Here's McKay. Working that one ahead. McKay. He'll fire that one right back around. That'll be collected. Here's Alistair McPhee. Little backhand. Sends it off the boards. Fleming joins the fray and tries to center that one. Takes a shot there. Punched aside by Cole. It pops right up. It's on the back of the net. And that one comes free. Back up for Treewin. Max looking for that pressure here. Back for Treewin. Works it down low. Shoots. Scores! Chike Uzochukwu on the back door. And the Max pulled back within one. And that's just what the doctor ordered here. Chike Uzochukwu. And that's one thing that this line sets out to do. Bottomley, Fleming, Uzochukwu, they create a lot of space. They're dangerous from a lot of areas. And they show why there. Uzochukwu cuts that lead in half. Scotland skates it back. Passing that one up, and Smith colliding with Sullivan. Gets his hands up there, no call. That one's going to be fired up off the glass and all the way down as that'll go down the distance. Scotland, the first one back to it. He's got Lovett on him. He's going to circle back. Pace picking up a little bit here. Smith plays that one ahead. Back the other way, shooting. Stopped by Bell. Threatening off the rush was Matthew McDonald. Couldn't put it where he wanted it to go. And almost 5.5 minutes into this period. It's a 2-1 game. Face off here out to the left of Bell. Suds will get that one, flip it up, and that one hits off the back of the helmet there of Carter Odell. Gets sent right back in. Here's Suds, chips it for Creelman. Little backhand off the wall. Takes a shot there, steered aside by Bell, and he's going to punch that one into the corner. Battle here in the corner. Max trying to come away with it now. All of a sudden, looking for that equalizer. The mountain doesn't seem so tall to climb now. But the Steel Subaru looking to restore that lead. Walks in, takes a shot, stopped by Bell. Back in behind Duffy. It's down low, back for Poplinski. Takes a shot, that hits a body and goes through. Flips it up, Ryan tries to glove it down. That one's dropped off. Here comes Liver cutting to the outside. Dangerous as always. Couldn't settle it. Pass across for Liver, shoots. A pad save there by Cole to maintain that 1-goal lead. Here's Max Bryan battling here, and Will Shearer slow to get up. In his zone, takes a shot there. He's going to skate off under his own strength. Just a little shaken up off, little collision there, but that one's up for Quinton Land. He'll play that one back for Ali McPhee. McPhee finds McDonald on the outlet, who redirects that one in. Here's McKay. Plays that one in. Works it down. There's Breen. Up off the glass. That one comes back. McKay, he's got a break. He's in alone, and McKay misses just high. A glorious opportunity there to tie this one up. Here's Munden. Gives that one back here for McKay. Flips it up and now back the other way, just out of the reach there of Matthew McDonald. Back the other way now. McKay, another look, and that one's a blocker save by Will Cole. A couple of grade A chances for McKay. Can't bury it in. He gets another one. He shoots there, and that one's blocked. And he can't buy one. That one's back here for Breen. Sends that one up the ice, and that one flips up into the Max bench, out of play. With 11:38 to go here in period number 2. Back and forth play. Nate McKay with 3 grade A chances. Not able to capitalize. That one's back the other way. Here's Ethan Burgess. Drops it off in front. Stopped there by Chandler Bell. Spinning, shooting, blocked. Rebound comes right to him, and just on the wrong-handedness there. And that one's back the other way. Here's MJ Bottomley over the line, and that one gets broken up. Chike Uzochukwu, the goal scorer, will play that one back. He's being dogged by Burgess. Back the other way. Sam Fleming with speed up the wing. Back the other way. Fleming tries to give that one up for Bottomley. Treewin holds the line. Treewin throws that one to the near side here, and Uzochukwu battles for it in the corner. He's got Fleming. Here's Uzochukwu. Misses the mark there, but Guinish leans into one, shoots. That hits a body on the way through. Max just tossing everything at the net, and they can't get one to go. But that's picked up, passed up for Uzochukwu. That one's right back now, picked up. Matthew McDonald over for Brendan Smith. Drops it off here for Carver, out in front, and that one comes free. Bottomley throws a hit there and a penalty on the way. That's going to draw a crowd. And the Max will be shorthanded as MJ Bottomley decided to take the body before he got to the puck. And it's going to be another Thompson's moving in storage penalty kill coming up here for the Max. Little bit of a tough break. They've had a couple of big kills, but the league's best penalty kill last season and one of the top ones here as they sit second in that regard. We'll go back to work, and the Steel Subaru now with an opportunity and a white-hot power play, a chance to restore that 2-goal lead. Plays it across. Poplinski, shot from the point, sends that one wide. Here's Matthew McDonald playing the bumper. Swings that around here for Poplinski, and that one will miss the mark and go all the way down. Midway through period number 2 and the contest. Here's McDonald, dashing up here with some speed, up over center. McDonald taken down, and that's another penalty. It's going to be a 5-on-3 for Dartmouth. Net is empty. Looking for some pressure here. Poplinski trying to center that one, but Lovett will touch it up. So now it will be a Thompson's moving and storage 5-on-3 penalty kill as we head in to the mid-period break. We'll be right back.
My McDonald's Rewards gets you breakfast before work, free fries at lunch, for the friend who said they didn't want any, and whatever a meal is at this hour. Join My McDonald's Rewards to get free McD's.
Remove dirt, grease, and debris with a high-pressure, environmentally friendly wash from The Big Wash. With over 20 years' experience, The Big Wash can tackle any job, from heavy industrial equipment and truck fleets to residential buildings and parking lots. Plus, they do boats, patios, and graffiti removal. Locally owned and operated, fully insured, and working year-round 24/7. The Big Wash, 70 Crane Lake Drive, Bears Lake. Online at thebigwash.ca.
So it's going to be a 5-on-3 here for the Steel Subaru for a minute 18. And a massive opportunity to bust this game wide open. That one's back. Here's Allie McPhee. Plays that one across, lots of ice, walks in, takes a shot there. That one stopped, flutters out to the corner. Back up top and not able to get back out to McPhee. As Sullivan plays that one down. Will Shearer first one to it here as McPhee closing in on him. Shearer trying to kill off some time. Great footwork to keep that puck in his possession. 50 seconds to go on the first penalty. Land drops it back here for Ryan. Here's Sam Ryan. Cuts to the outside. Back up for Land. Quinton Land across here now. Allie McPhee works it down low. Walks in. Shoots up high on Bell. Makes the glove stop and will reel that one in. So 29 seconds to go on that first penalty, and max penalty kill going to work. Had the top penalty kill last year. And of course, second thus far this season. Second behind only the Cape Breton West Islanders, who have yet to allow one. As McPhee plays that one over to Tremblay. McPhee back across. Land shoots, misses just wide. That one's going to be sent all the way up and down the ice. That one's passed ahead. Works it in now. Tries to drop it back. Picked up by Tremblay. First penalty done. 40 seconds left on the second one. Here's Henry. Plays it across. Walks in, takes a shot, misses wide. Here's Scotland. Picks it up and sends it down the distance. So that'll kill off a chunk of what remains on that penalty. Skating ahead with it. Here's Ben Henry. Pass across for Turner. Tristan Turner shoots, and that's blocked. Scotland across here, walks in, shoots, and that's blocked. Henry. Cross ice pass, walks in, takes a shot there. That one pops wide and is successful. Thompson's moving and storage penalty kill for the Max as that one's out in front and Bell punches it aside. Spins it out in front. It's loose. It's free. Backhand off the outside of the net. A chance there, oh so close to restoring that 2-goal lead. Back up for Henry. Little backhand up there by Strong, and fresh off the penalty kill, it's a 2-on-1. He's got McKay with him. He shoots, and Liver is stonewalled. Back up to the point. Here's Guinness. Jax Guinness takes a shot, sends that one wide. Here's Bootlier, takes a shot, and that's steered away by Cole. Guinness firing that one up and wide. Bootlier swings that one around. Bottomley, down low. Bottomley gets it back in front, and that one steered away. Will Cole down in his crease. Guinness firing that one on. That one's blocked. Little backhand on the doorstep there. Game still very much within reach for the Max. Looking to tie this game up. Strong out in front. Rebound is loose, and Cole is on it. It squeaks through. They score. The Max have tied it. MJ Bottomley. On the doorstep. And a new look line with Bottomley and McKay. They've been around the net all night. And the game is tied. You could feel it coming after a 5-on-3. Plenty of momentum to go around. And the Max make the most of it there. Even at 2. Here's Poplinski. Back up top. Takes a shot. Redirected. Stopped by Cole. Rebound by Fleming out in front. Suds will play that one across. Tried to find Creelman. Flips that one up, redirected at center, all the way down. Moves that one up all the way back. Foot race for it. Poplinski, first one to it. Fleming driving him into the boards. Swings that one up. Suds takes a shot there, redirected. Tries to chop that one free. Kean Osmond. Now the Macs really sniffing for their first lead of the game. Walks in, takes a shot, flips that one up. Here's Suds. Works that one in over the blue line. Gavin Suds trying to fight his way through. Loses the handle on it, and Uzo Chukwu will play it back for Creelman. Creelman passing that one up, and that one's all the way down. No icing. Collected by McPhee. Passes it up. Flips it up, works it down. Poplinski fires it off the board. Steel Subaru looking to restore that lead now. McDonald walks in, takes a shot there, loses his stick and a glove, and he'll have to head off. Skating up. Here's Lovett, Ian Lovett, looking at his options here, and that one's flipped up and out of play. With 4:19 to go here in period number 2. What a ride it's been so far. It was the Steel Subaru with a couple of goals from Travis Tremblay double dipping in the first period, but a pair of goals here in the second bring us back to even as the Macs have clawed their way back, fighting through penalty trouble and all sorts of chaos in around their net. But they find themselves in a tie game as they take a shot there. Out in front, stopped by Cole. Now the Subaru back on their heels, trying to find a way to recapture that momentum. Sam Ryan plays that one across here for Brian. Picked up, back the other way, skating ahead with it. Guinness joining the rush. It's going to be collected by Smith. Brendan Smith can't get it out, and that one takes a funny hop wide. Might have fooled Cole. Luckily bounces wide as Ryan hit there by Shearer. Odell pokes that one down low for Guinness. Steered on, and Cole will glove that one down and make the save. And that'll draw a bit of a crowd and a little bit of theatrics in around the net. And a faceoff will come out to the right of Cole. Flips that one up, Carver off the boards. That one comes right back out. Bootlier plays that one across. Here's Cooper Strong. Works it down low. Works it back in below the goal. Trying to swing it back out in front. Here's Bootlier. Bootlier shot from the point. Tries to find the back door there. Is Strong. Couldn't get a piece of it. Back up for Haverstock. Pressing here. Haverstock shoots. That one's redirected. A player with a nose for the net. And Haverstock just threw one through the traffic, but Cole able to track it. Get his body in the lane as that one's flipped up and out. And that'll be a face-off deep here in the Steel Subaru zone. What a wacky turn of events here at the Forum. Would it really be a battle of the Harbor without the dramatics of this one? Here's Poplinski. Moving that one up out of the reach there. He's in alone. He's in. Stopped by Bell. A golden opportunity there. Chandler Bell stands his ground. That one's back here for Duffy. Here's Liam Duffy back for Bottomley in front, redirected on by Uzo Chukwu. And that's steered aside by Cole. Fleming taken down. Penalty on the way here to the Steel Subaru. Out in front there, and that one will be blown down here. And that's going to be a head contact penalty. And a Fatso power play coming up here for the Max. Dylan Poplinski head contact. Will that be 2 or 4? And it looks like it's just the 2 right now. But a Fatso power play to try to gain their first lead of the game. They're 0 for 1 on the evening. They're looking to change their fortunes. The Max sitting 4th in power play at 20% heading into this one. And meanwhile, the Subaru at an 81.8 penalty kill percentage. Creelman plays that one back up here for Guinness. Back for Creelman. Creelman shot from the point, and Cole will track that one all the way through. And he'll have a face-off out to his left. Up for Creelman. Back across, Guinness. Works it back. Back for Guinness now. Guinness shot from the point up high. Rebound in front. Can't collect. Lovett leans into one there. Creelman. Back for Guinness. Back for Lovett. Ian Lovett shoots, and that one flips up in the netting out of play. With a minute 31 to go here in period number 2. The Max storming back here in a minute 23 to try to figure this one out. To try to gain their first lead heading into the third. And, of course, most important period. But don't rule out the spectacle of overtime. Wouldn't that be fitting? Back up, here's Trewin. Trewin, cross ice. Shearer for Liver, shoots! Sends that one wide. Here's Trewin. Works it down low for Odell. Gives it back for Strong. There's Liver, tried to backhand that one off. Now the Steel Subaru, a break here. It's a short-handed 2-on-1. He's got a man with him in front for Ryan, and he couldn't find the tape there. Brian, reluctant to shoot. That one comes back the other way now. 50 seconds to go on the power play, and in the last minute here in period number 2. That one's all the way back here for Trewin. Will Shearer. Sending that one around. Scotland. Swings that one up, and that one goes down the distance, and they'll have to give that one chase. Picked up here by Liver, in behind the net. Throws that one ahead. Will Shearer takes it in over the line, trying to push that one forward. Instead, that one's going to come right back. Here's Trewin. Trewin plays it back. Less than 10 to go on the power play. Redirected in. Giving a chase as we are in the dying seconds of the frame here. A little bumping and grinding going on there as we barrel towards the end of the period, and now a pile up. And time will expire, so end of period number 2. A little bit of a tussle going on here. Subaru struck first times 2, but the Max smile back with 2 goals of their own. End of the second period. We're all tied up at 2 as we head into the third period. You're listening to High Button Sports here from the Halifax Forum. We'll be right back for period number 3. Welcome back, everybody. Period number 3 ready to get underway. In the third period, brought to you by Thompson's Moving and Storage. A great move since 1934, but it's a big period here for both these teams. The Steel Subaru came out of the gates flying, but the Halifax Max won period number 2. So we are all tied up going into period number 3, and the keys to the third period, the big one for the Subaru, they have to get back to their game, and a lot of what their game does is facilitating that offense from the point. Defense is the best offense for this team. 3 of the top 10 defensive scorers in the league belong to the Steel Subaru, and meanwhile for the Max, it's keep plugging away, keep using your depth to your advantage. They've been able to roll their lines and play that matchup game here on home ice. But we will see the fate of these two teams. 20 minutes to go. Will we need overtime? That is the question. You're listening to High Button Sports here from the Halifax Forum. A classic building, a classic matchup on a Saturday night right here in the heart of Halifax. Does it get much better than this? I'm not so sure. But we are ready to get underway here as we rack up at center ice. The line of Odell, Shearer, and Liver starting out here for the Max. An opportunity here for Brian off the hop. Takes a shot there, clunks it off the outside of the goal. Picked up by Jack Skinnish. As that one goes up into the bench out of play. Here to start this one out. So an early start to the period here for the Steel Subaru. Battling for first place, a 3-way tie with the Weeks Majors. And the Max and Subs obviously sitting at the top of the standings as well. The Subaru sit at 4-1. The Max have been yet to be dealt a loss in the standings. That one sent right in. Majors up 3-2 over the Valley Wildcats. Majors with a 4-0 record, and the Wildcats with a 4-1. So actually sitting at a 4-way tie. An interesting weekend and maybe a pivotal one as these two teams look to rocket up the standings. As he walks in, shoots, and that one stopped by Bell, who's been rock solid since that second goal from Travis Tremblay. Brian swings that one around. Picked up. Here's Tremblay. Tremblay tries to pick that one up out in front and gets that one for Brian. Here's Will Shearer, fires it off the glass. That one's down the distance. Foot race for it. That one goes down the distance out of the reach of Duffy. The Max didn't think that one should have been called icing. But it is nonetheless. So face-off deep here in the Max zone. So the Subaru trying to restore that lead they had since the first period. And it was only late in the second that the Max were able to break through and tie this game up, courtesy of MJ Bottomley. Chike Uzochukwu got the ball rolling on a backdoor pass. Net got knocked off, but then Bottomley buried one on the rebound as it squeaked through the wickets of Will Cole. Little bit of confusion here with Liver on the ice. Buying the Max a little bit of time to breathe. So Welsh taken off, and Liver comes back out, and the Subaru shaking their head on the bench as the Max bought themselves some valuable breathing time as that one gets sent back in by Trewin. Flipped up and out. Just a minute 19 into this one. And the faceoff will come out to the left. There's McPhee. Plays that one ahead here for Welsh. Plays it back for Creelman. The captain here plays it across for Lovett. Ian Lovett fires that one in. Picks it up, walks in, shoots, a rebound in front, and that one comes free and spits just wide. Suds plays that one across, takes a shot, steers it away. Trying to dig that one free, trying to stuff that one in on the short side on Will Cole. Picked up here by Smith. Smith battling with Sullivan, and that one gets shot right back in. Here's Creelman walking into the zone and taking a shot there after the whistle, and a little bit of theatrics after the whistle, so it looks like there is a call coming. We'll see what the call is. The referee made a motion after shooting that one after the whistle, and it looks like they're not going to take anyone there. Picking that one up, works it in over the line. Munden takes a shot. That one's kicked aside by Bell. Taking that one away. Here's Fleming. Sam Fleming looking to throw that one ahead. Ryan blocked the advance there temporarily, but that one goes down. That one goes down the distance. With 17:27 to go here in period number 3. So the faceoff out to the right of Chandler Bell. Now the Subaru with a push of their own. It's been a game of trading opportunities and trading that momentum, and the Subaru have it right now. Walks in, shoots, stopped by Bell as he gets an elbow on that one, and that one pops up into the netting. Out of play as MJ Bottomley took a swipe at that one. And hasn't he been everywhere on the ice tonight? MJ Bottomley, a great story thus far for the Max. He's got 4 goals and an assist, sitting fourth on the team in scoring, tied for third with Haverstock and Fleming. 3 very important players for this Max squad. As that one will be centered out in front, no one there for it. Come away with it, looking to center it, no one there for it. Back the other way. Picked up here by Breen, and play is blown down as the net comes off. And we'll re-rack out to the left. Here of Chandler Bell. 3 minutes gone here in period number 3. A pivotal game in the standings here. Liam Duffy currently the leading scorer in the High Button Nova Scotia U18 Major Hockey League. Plays that one ahead here for Burgess. Burgess plays that one across. That one's off the boards all the way down. And now the Max will get an offensive zone faceoff as that one goes off the boards and down the distance. So East Major still ahead of the Valley Wildcats. The Sydney Mitsubishi Rush took down the South Shore Mustangs earlier. That one's picked up. Here's Guinness. Shot right on. Hits a body on the way through. Comes free for Liver. Liver spins and shoots. Stopped by Cole. Had to be sharp on that one. And razor sharp he was. Taking a fall there. No call on the play as that one's played across. Here comes Sparks. He's got Burgess. Sparks for Osmond, who gets run over by Will Shearer there on the pass. And Shearer protecting the tie game here with that hit. Plays that one across the stretch pass there, and that one goes all the way down. Here's Tremblay. Travis Tremblay up the wall. Here's McPhee. Works that one down low. It's going to be collected by Bryan. Works it back in, Max Bryan. Tremblay looking to center that one for Bryan here. Chases that one down into the corner. That one comes free. Bryan spinning and shooting and sending that one wide out to the blocker side of Chandler Bell, as that one will go down the distance, and that'll be an icing charge here to the Max. So another offensive zone face-off as Shearer loses a stick. So face-off here, once again out to the left of Bell. Smith battling here with Odell. Sends that one back up top. Takes a shot there from the point. Kicked aside by Bell. Rebound in front. It's loose. A backhand there by Smith. That one's cleared away. Here's McPhee. Alistair McPhee fires that one. Tried to get it through the traffic. Couldn't sift it in. Fires that one up off the boards down the ice, and another icing here. Charge to the Max. With 14:51 to go in the period. What a game this has been past the 5-minute mark of the third period. Still undecided, still very much a toss-up. That next goal will be a big one. That one's picked up here by Henry. Ben Henry plays it up for Brendan Smith, who fires that one in. Here's Welsh, gives it back for Lovett. Lovett fires it off the boards. Plays it across. Here's Smith. Brendan Smith chips that one down low, looking to center it in front. That one comes free. That one's back here for Henry. Henry fires it around. Creelman. Passes ahead. Welsh. Works it in over the line. Henry. Little backhand around. Suds will fire that one in, and a collision there with Chase Munden. Suds got the worst of that one, but he gets right back up. Passed ahead now for Chase Munden, and almost worked that one into the middle. Passed ahead and almost springs McDonald. Icing waved off. McDonald gives that one off for Munden. Works it down. Gavin Suds off the boards. Back up. Poplinski takes a shot. That one's blocked on the way through. Here's Max Bryan, and that one is blocked down. 13:31 to go. That one's one back here by the Max. Sending that one back in, Poplinski. It's worked back. Picked up, played across here by Tremblay. Finds Munden. Munden fires it on, and Chandler Bell makes the stop. Chips that one ahead. Here's Liver. Taken away now by Turner. Here's Tristan Turner firing that one around. Breen for Boutlier. Liver flipping that one up. And a face-off here. Just outside the line. Face-off will come all the way back out. That'll come just outside the Steel Subaru zone, so trying to generate that offense from the point, like I mentioned before, as Alistair McPhee has seen a lot of ice time out there, as well as Liam Duffy, a couple of the leading distributors for this Subaru squad. Here's Will Shearer. Spinning, shooting out in front there is Fleming. Thought he'd just try to spin and fire that one on goal. Here's Breen. Duffy loses the battle. Back up for Breen. Plays that one across. Crisp pass. Through the seam there, and Fleming spinning there as that one gets popped up and swung back around. Picked up Breen. Sends that one. That one gets redirected and fired back off the boards. There's Fleming. Firing that one around, and Bootlier will skate back. Fires that one up. Fleming in a foot race here with Duffy, and Duffy gets there first. So 11:48 to go. Another icing charge here to the Max, and you could hear Captain Dylan Poplinski just saying, line up. After a long shift on the attack, the Subaru get the line out there that they want. They got McPhee, Bryan, Sam Ryan. They got their leading scorers out there looking to capitalize on an icing mistake here. As he walks in, takes a shot, and Bell makes the stop. So another face-off here out to the right of Chandler Bell. Back up top, walks in, takes a shot. That one's blocked, comes free. He springs Welsh, and Welsh couldn't collect it in time, and now a penalty on the way. And that'll be charged here to the Steel Subaru. It looks like it's going to be Max Bryan who gets that one. And another Fatso power play on the way here for the Max. They've been unsuccessful thus far, but an opportunity here to get their first lead of the game and capture that magic. Looking to take a 3-2 lead. One goal could be the difference. And a big opportunity here. That one's one back. Up for Treewin. They have possession. Here's Guinish. Back for Treewin. Holds the line. Logan Treewin throws that one here for Sullivan. Sullivan trying to jam that one in. Tremblay comes away with it. Travis Tremblay, instead of dumping it, he'll just carry that one up to around center and fires it in. Ryan applying some pressure, battling down low, but he's got four Max all over him. Guinish passing that one ahead. They'll fire that one right back, and Bell will steer that one aside as he tends the goal. Picked up by Treewin. Played across. Here's Guinish. That one's passed up, and Logan Treewin back to play it. Matthew McDonald on this first penalty kill unit. Picks that one up, fires it back around. Guinish. Cross here for Creelman. Creelman, shot from the point, steered aside. Here's Smith. Works it up. McDonald walks in, sends that one wide, took a funny hop on Bell. Not sure he knew where that one was. Guinish up here for Creelman. Creelman springs Odell, but he couldn't handle that one. Cole tries to whack it away, but Odell battling here. Here's Creelman. Comes back and Suds misses the mark on that one as that one comes all the way back. That one's passed ahead. Flipped up all the way down. Here's Chandler Bell. Battling for it now, and Bell, he's going to have to cover that one to avert the danger. But that'll mark the midway mark of the period. We'll be right back in 60 seconds.
My McDonald's Rewards gets you breakfast before work, free fries at lunch, for the friend who said they didn't want any, and whatever a meal is at this hour. Join My McDonald's Rewards to get free McDs.
Remove dirt, grease, and debris with a high-pressure, environmentally friendly wash from The Big Wash. With over 20 years' experience, The Big Wash can tackle any job, from heavy industrial equipment and truck fleets to residential buildings and parking lots. Plus, they do boats, patios, and graffiti removal. Locally owned and operated, fully insured, and working year-round 24/7. The Big Wash, 70 Crane Lake Drive, Bears Lake. Online at thebigwash.ca.
Play ready to get back underway here. And a face-off here out to the right of Chandler Bell. Back up top. Here's Land. Walks in, shoots, sends that one wide. That one's flipped up and out as McPhee bats that one out of the air. Tries to get it back the other way. Here's Gavin Sudds. Little backhand off the boards. Comes back the other way. Sends that one back in. Bottomley. Tries to play it up. Here's Liver. Works it back. In over the blue line now. Plays it ahead and no one there for it. Picked up now by the Steel Subaru. Working it in over the line. Here comes Munden. Plays that one ahead for Max Bryan. Munden gets it right back. Battling down low and almost found the man in the slot there as that one flips up over his stick. There's Scotland. Oliver Scotland up for Ethan Burgess. Burgess breaking through, burgeoning through. Cross ice pass there. Tried to find Kean Osmond. Couldn't find it. He's alone in front. Burgess spins and shoots, and that's a great block there by Blake Boutlier. Laying across. Didn't let that one get through. Battling forward here. Referee yelling to move it and finally moves as Shearer moves that one ahead. Burgess right in the middle of that one. He's got Osmond with him. That one comes free. Steel Subaru come away with it. Battling for it now in the corner. Burgess right in the middle of that one once again. Played up. Shot from the point. Sifts on through. Stopped by Bell. Breen boxed out there. Taken down. That'll be collected here by Fleming as he dashes up. Here's Sam Fleming. Back for Haverstock. That one's right in front. No one there for it. Picked up. We're going to move that ahead. And a big hit there. No call. Back here for Guinish. And just on his wrong hand. There is that one's out in front. And Cole couldn't get to it, but he's got the help of his defender as that one comes back the other way. Works it in over the line. Less than 7 minutes to go here in period number 3. Haverstock flipping that one up, and that one's out of play. Here with 6:53 remaining. The spectacle of overtime looms. As Dylan Poplinski chats with the referee, thought that collision should have been a penalty on the Max. And he doesn't get the look there. A little bit of a scuffle after the whistle once again. Guinish jawing it up with Max Bryan. As Bryan gets the boot from the dot. In to take that one is Tremblay. Tremblay wins it back. Trying to chop at that one. Max get it, but the long reach of Bryan holds it in. Spins and shoots there. Here's Duffy. Skate holds it in. Back the other way now. A break for Sullivan. He's got Lovett and Welsh with him. Here's Sullivan in front for Lovett. Redirected right on. Stopped by Cole. Equal to the task. as that one gets flipped up into the bench. And what a great save there from Will Cole just to keep this game tied at 2. He had to stay even to it, and sometimes those ones can easily just find their way past the outstretched pad. But Cole doing a great job just keeping his composure in that situation. Fires it off the boards. McDonald in a battle here with Lovett. Swings that one around. Here's McPhee. McPhee trying to hold the line, and he does with the stick there as McDonald will flip that one back in. Passed ahead now. Here's Lovett. He's got Sullivan with him once again. Ian Lovett tries to cut to the outside. Couldn't get past McPhee. Lovett almost picked one up and carried it back in. That one's back up. Here's Calvin Carver. That one's back down the ice. Collected by Creelman. Settles it in behind his net. Looking for the breakout pass and finds his man. Throws that one up ice there as Welsh got a stick on it. Here's Suds. Works it through the middle. Suds drops it for McKay. McKay giving that one off for Odell. Throws that one cross ice, but it lands right on the tape off the boards. And to Travis Tremblay, who gets that one out. Breen passed ahead now. Here's Odell with a shot. A seeing eye one and a glove stop from Will Cole as he tracks that one down and makes the baseball catch. In net there, and a great night here for Will Cole. Getting introduced to the Battle of the Harbor here. 5:11 to go. You're listening to High Button Sports. As we approach 5-minute mark here. Less than 5 to go now as that one's picked up by the Max. Sends that one off the outside. Fires it off the boards. Odell fires it wide. McKay out in front there, and that one gets poked free, and Cole will cover that one up, averting the danger in front. And a face-off here will come out to his left. In the final chunk of this one. Here's Uzochukwu, takes a shot in. Not sure if Cole got a piece of that or if just bounced off the outside of the goal. Nonetheless, stays out as they'll battle for it here in the corner. Coming away with that one is Sparks as he sends that one down the ice. Picked up by Guinness. Looking up ice here, finds Bottomley. Bottomley plays it ahead for Uzochukwu. Chike Uzochukwu in, and that one's going to be stopped and dropped to the ice. It finds its way in, but the whistle had already gone. And Cole dropped that one. And the Subaru might have caught a break. Officials discussing that one right there. Not much he could do to overturn that. Just an unfortunate break for the Max as Cole dropped it. It ended up in the net. Uzochukwu thought he had his second of the game. Up over the line. Bryan tries to take it in. Little backhand off the wall. Here's Will Shearer. Tries to take it in. Turned over. Shearer drops it. Haverstock dashes in, and that one's taken away as Poplinski plays that one off to the wall. Bryan gives that one up here for Ryan. And Poplinski getting some sandpaper going there. physicality ramping up, and Trewin trying to glove that one down. Instead, he plays it right to himself. Tremblay passing that one up. Ryan steals it, shoots, stopped by Bell. Sharp once again, and a 10 Bell save. Here's Haverstock. Drops that one off. Here's Sam Ryan trying to work that one in over the line, and that one comes back. Passes ahead, up over the blue line, and a penalty on the way. And a skirmish after the whistle. And we'll see what the call is here, who they're taking, and it looks like they're going to take a Mac. So it's going to be a Thompson's moving and storage penalty kill, a great move since 1934. As Jack Skinnish will head off with 2:59 to go, so a chance here for the Steel Subaru to get a late dagger. And the Subaru just getting a little chat here at the bench. Maybe a little bit of gamesmanship going on. So a 2-minute penalty to Jack Skinnish, one of the top penalty killers for this Max team. A critical one, a big loss at this point in time. But a face-off out to the right of Bell. One's back up. Walks into one, takes a shot, steered aside, and that one's going to be kicked away. 2:53 to go. A shot from the point couldn't find its way through. One's back up here. McPhee plays it across. Walks in, takes a shot, and that one goes just wide. A few people in the stands here jumping, thinking that one found its way through. Here's River Welsh. Works it in over the line. Welsh shoots! And it's in, they score! River Welsh! 2:37 to go! Then the Max have their first lead of the game! River Welsh, the tiebreaker, the tie buster. And that's a huge one. Max lead at 3-2. It took a bounce, and it took a penalty. But the penalty kill comes through, and they lead 3-2 off the shorthanded goal from River Welsh. Subaru still have a power play to try to knot this one back up. Maybe they try to pull Cole in that time. 90 seconds to go on that power play. That's picked up. They got to move fast. Working that one ahead. Sends that one back down. Picked up, sent down the distance. And they'll give that one chase. Liver will be the first one to it. He's got Henry closing in on him. Here's Scotland battling with him. Liver doing a great job killing that time. And if there's a team out there that knows how to close out games, the Max are top of that list here. Here's Munden. Chase Munden will fire that one around. Picks it up into the middle, taken away. We'll watch for Cole, see when he heads off to the bench. See if they go for that 6-on-4. 50 seconds left on the power play. Munden plays that one around. Here's Bryan. Max Bryan couldn't hold the line. Cole still in his net. Here's Breen. Breen with some separation, shoots, and that one stopped by Cole. And now on the breakout here, 30 seconds left on the power play. And we'll watch for Cole to head off to the bench as they come in and take the zone. Walking in, here's Munden. Gets his pocket picked there by Suds. Munden wins it right back. Back up here. And that one's off the boards and out. Odell gets that one over the line. That one's recollected here by Munden. Plays it for Poplinski. The captain will fire that one around. Cole to the bench. Extra attacker out here for Dartmouth. Last minute here in period 3. Fires that one over. Tremblay on the outside. Off the outside of the goalpost. Trying to jam it in. Can't find a lane there. And that one stuffed up against the side of the net. And the whistle will go with 51 seconds to go. And a pile up here. And a little bit of a skirmish. And he's taken one. And you'd think he's taken another. .51 seconds to go, and a mad scramble in front. Cole on the bench. And the Steel Subaru will use their timeout. 51 seconds to go, 3-2 Max. We'll be right back. .51 seconds to go. Biggest face-off of the contest thus far. A big one, and the top guys out there for each team. That one's won back by Dartmouth. Net is empty. Cole on the bench. Shot from the point. That one's blocked. Back for Poplinski. Sends that one down low. That one's picked up now below the goal. Back up top, Poplinski. Shot from the point. Flutters on. Goes wide. Trying to find Duffy. Out in front. Brian shoots. That one's blocked in front. Almost got a hand on that one. Got to be careful. On the doorstep, little backhand there by Duffy. Spinning, Duffy shoots. That one's blocked too. Comes free, in behind the net. Sam Ryan looking for the option. Halifax boxing out the middle there. Carter Sullivan recollects, fires it down, and just misses the mark. Tremblay gets back, still on the penalty kill here though. As that one's passed ahead. There's Breen as that one gets redirected. And that one goes all the way down, and that will do it. The Max will come out on top, 3-2. They trailed 2-0. They tied it back at 2. And they find a way to win here with a skirmish down at the other end as the buzzer goes. It was a tight finish, but the Max prevail. Improved to 5-0. And they'll take sole possession of that number 1 seed. With a win here today. What a game. What a night for the Max. River Welsh scored with 2:37 to go to take the lead. What a night for him. Thanks for tuning into this one. You're listening to High Button Sports here from the Halifax Forum. I'm Sean Crocker here tonight. Max take it 3-2, improved to 5-0 in the standings, and they're back in action tomorrow, 3:30 p.m. right back here at the Halifax Forum as they take on the Cape Breton West Islanders. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be with you tomorrow.